Okay, so this will be a video about VLOOKUP. So if you're watching this video, I expect you to at least have some slight understanding how VLOOKUP works. And if you don't, maybe you should go and watch my video about VLOOKUP function first before you get to this video. But this video will be specifically about doing a VLOOKUP when you have multiple tabs of data. So in this particular case, I have this tab that has user IDs, and I need to find out what's the name for each user. So what I need to do, I need to go to this data 1, data 2, and data 3 tab and find a match for that particular ID. So for example, for this one, if I go to data 1, if I search, so I'm gonna do Control F, search for this, see it's there. And then we want to grab the name for that person and place it over here. And then the same for this one, right? So I'm gonna take that ID, I'm gonna go and search in here. Apparently that person is in this table as well, so that's gonna be Mark, so that's gonna be the next one over. Then we have the third ID, so now we go here and search, and that person is not in this list. So if it's not, we want to search in this data 2 tab and find if it's there, and if it's not there too, and we want to then search in data 3 tab and find that person. So apparently that ID was not available in any of those tables. So at some point we're gonna get some IDs. I don't know, I'm gonna just try, for example, this one. So if I search for it here, let me just make sure I paste it. Not in this table. I'm gonna go to this one. So see, that ID was in this table, so we're gonna have to grab the name for that person from here and bring it to this tab. So we're gonna start with pretty basic situation when we only have our data in one tab. So meaning I'm just gonna do a VLOOKUP to find all the IDs I can from this tab to this data 1 tab, and then we'll kind of build on that and go forward. So I'm gonna go here and start with my name column. I'm gonna create a function VLOOKUP, and I'll do lookup value is gonna be this is the ID I'm searching for. I'm gonna do comma, and I have to find that ID in this data table, so I'm gonna move to this data 1 tab. And here you want to watch your formula here on top and see what's going on. So I'm going to select my table. So my table is going to be this table. So that's the table selected. So if you select your tables, you want to make sure you lock them by pressing F4. Then I'm going to do comma and then column index numbers. So in this table, the column I want is name. So that's 1, 2, 3. So third column, comma, and finally the type of match. So this is exact match, so that's false or zeros. So I can either double click on this false, or what I like to do, I just type 0 because that's a lot easier. Close parentheses, and that should be our first VLOOKUP. I'm gonna hit enter, and there it is. We found who that person is. Now if we take that and drag this down, and I can do that by just double clicking in this corner, say we're gonna find some people because some people are in that list and others are not. So I'm gonna expand that. So that's our first VLOOKUP. Now, since I don't have any extra information in this tab, summaries or anything of that sort, I'm going to do this VLOOKUP a little differently. So I'm gonna do VLOOKUP. I'm gonna still search for this, comma. And when I go to the table, instead of selecting the table like this, I'm just gonna select the columns A, B, C. So when you select this table, by the way, you want to make sure the first column includes what you're searching for. So remember, I clicked on user ID to search for, and that user ID is located in this column 1. So I need to make sure I select starting from that column 1. So there's my table, F4, comma, the column is still 1, 2, 3 in this highlighted area, comma, and then this is exact match 0. I'm going to close parentheses, hit enter, double click to drag this down. So that's my formula to get my information from data 1 tab. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave this formula alone. And I'm going to do 2 more of these, but I'm going to do those from this data 2 and data 3 tabs. So I'm going to click here in this, comma, and then I'm going to go to data 2 tab. I'm going to select those 3 columns on top. And by the way, if you're selecting a table, be careful, because see, for this tab, I'm scrolled halfway down. I'm starting from row 418. You want to make sure if that happens to you, you scroll all the way up, and you can do that by clicking in this little box on the right and dragging it up. So if you were selecting a table, you want to make sure you start from the top, right? Don't select halfway in the bottom. So for me, I'm selecting columns like that, F4, comma, and again, it's column 1, 2, 3, and again, it's exact match. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to drag this down. So you can see this one we didn't find, but this one is John, and we found him in that second table. So I'm going to double click to expand this a little bit. So that's the second VLOOKUP. I'm going to do the third VLOOKUP for data 3. So equals VLOOKUP. Again, I'm searching for that ID, comma. Now I'm searching for that from that third data tab. So I'm going to go to data 3 tab, select my columns again, F4 to lock it, comma. Make sure you don't click around and go to your initial tab. You want to watch your formula here on formula bar and finish it without going back to that initial tab, right? So selecting the table, it's 1, 2, 3 column, again, in that selected area, comma, and 0 is the match type, exact match. So if I drag this down, hopefully we'll see there are some new names. There it is. We can find some of these new names here, and some of them are on the other tab. So you can see how we find some names on one tab, some names on the second tab, and some names on the third tab. Now what we need to do, we need to somehow combine all of these together, so we just have one formula that gets all of those together. So to accomplish this, I'm going to use IFERROR function. And what I'm going to do, so first of all, let's see what IFERROR function does, right? If I take this first formula, that's my first VLOOKUP, I'm going to take this VLOOKUP, I'm going to keep the equal sign, I'm going to highlight everything else that follows it, and I'm going to do cut, and cut is basically copy and delete. It's the same thing. So we want to be able to paste this later on. I'm going to do Control X to cut it, and then I'm going to use a function IFERROR. An IFERROR function is a function that expects you to provide a function, and then if that function returns an error, you give some alternative how to handle it. So first, after parentheses open, I have to paste my function. So I'm going to do Control V. That was my VLOOKUP that sometimes returns this NA error. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do comma, and then it says after the comma, what do you want to do if there is an error? So value if error in this case. So if I wanted to do some random text and say hi, so I would put it in quotes because text in Excel formulas will always go in quotes. So hi, like that. I'm going to hit enter. So it still returns this person's name until if I drag this down, we don't find that person. So we return this text hi. Now, if you wanted to leave this blank, you could just say, double quotes and leave it empty. Something like this would leave it blank. But I don't want to leave it blank. What I want to do really, I want to try this one, this other VLOOKUP, if this one fails. So what I need to do, I need to try this. So I'm going to go inside of this function. I'm going to copy this VLOOKUP, Control C. So I've copied that without the equal sign, again, because that first equal sign starts the formula. I don't need that part. I'm going to hit escape because I don't want to touch this. I'm going to go back to this first formula. And in my IFERROR function, instead of doing this double quotes, which gives me this blank, I'm going to delete that and I'm going to paste Control V, my second VLOOKUP. And if I do this and I drag this down, well, what's going to happen if this first function fails? Like in this case, it used to fail here. It will now fall back to this one and get that from the second table. What we're missing now is this third table values, right? So what we have to do, we'll have to basically repeat this process again. So I'm going to take this entire function and I'm going to highlight the entire thing not including the equal sign, and I'm going to do Control X to cut it again. And yet again, I'm going to start with if error function. If error function expects you to have a function that returns an error, which means I'm going to paste that entire thing I used to have. I'm going to do comma. So we're getting a little outside of this screen space, but it is what it is. So now we have to provide that second VLOOKUP function, which I don't have right now because I didn't copy it. So for now, I'm just going to type 0 in there and close parentheses. And then I'm going to come back and replace that 0 with that third VLOOKUP. I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to go back to this third function. I'm going to copy that VLOOKUP with no equal sign. I'm going to hit escape, go back to this function, and I'm going to very carefully remove that 0 and paste my third VLOOKUP in here. I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to click on the first one, double click to send this down, and see, we get some NAs because there were some IDs we couldn't find anywhere, so that's fine. But if I keep scrolling down, hopefully you'll see all these names from the third table are now in here as well. So now I don't need these extra columns. They were helpful to create this formula, obviously. I'm going to delete it, and now we have one formula that returns all of these different names, and sometimes we don't find them, so we return NA error. Now, if we want to handle those NA errors as well, we can also do another if error function. Now, if you had more tables, you could just repeat this process over and over for a lot of different tables, right? Now, I don't have any other tables, so I'm just going to handle this NA error, I guess, in a different way. So I'm going to go to this formula. I'm going to take this entire function without the equal sign, Control X to cut it, and then I'm starting with if error function, and I'm going to paste that formula, comma, and then I'm going to say no match in quotes, close parentheses, hit enter, and double click. And now we're going to get no match. And that should create our VLOOKUP functions. So basically, we do multiple VLOOKUPs and combine them using if error functions. Now, let me show you another feature here. So you probably did see how that whole copy pasting process wasn't exactly the most fun process. So let me show you another way of going about it. So I'm going to undo a lot of steps here and get back to my initial VLOOKUP functions. So if you remember, this is what I had. I had one VLOOKUP here, one here, and another one here. And what I'm going to show you is clipboard functionality in Excel. So clipboard functionality, it's in this copy paste section, and you can see this clipboard, and there's this little icon like the arrow sort of thing. So I'm going to click on that, and this thing is going to open. So for right now, I'm going to clear that. And clipboard basically keeps what you're copying. That's pretty much what's going on here. So what I'm going to do before I do that if errors or anything like that, I'm just going to go inside of my first function. I'm going to highlight the formula without the equal sign and do Control C, and see how as soon as I do Control C, it's in my clipboard. Now I'm going to hit escape. Then I'm going to go to the second function. I'm going to select the whole thing without equal sign, Control C again. That's in my clipboard again, escape. Then go to the third one. I highlight that VLOOKUP, Control C. That's in my clipboard. So I just placed 3 VLOOKUPs that I was going to use in my clipboard. I'm going to hit escape. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this cell, and I'll start with my if error function. And what I was trying to do, I was trying to test this. So I'm going to click on this first VLOOKUP. I'm going to do comma. And if that fails, I'm going to use this second VLOOKUP. So that should do that. Let me move this out of the way. So we should also be careful and close this if error function with another parenthesis here. So enter. So that gives me that first part. Now I'm still missing the third one, right? So for that one, I'm going to grab this whole thing. I'm going to do Control X to cut it. That new cut thing is getting in here. I'm going to do another if error. I'm going to paste, or you can click on this, which is the same thing, that function. And then I'm going to do comma, and then I have to use the third VLOOKUP, which is all the way down here. So I'm going to click on that one, close parentheses, hit enter, And then if I click on this and double click to send this down, this should be the same formula. So it's a lot easier if you have a lot of formulas that you have to place inside of other functions. Maybe use this clipboard and copy all of them, and then you can just paste them in. It's a lot easier to work that way. And then again, I can just delete these 2 columns because I don't need them, and that creates my function. And when you're done with this clipboard, if you want to clear, you can clear. If you don't, you simply just close this. And that should do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.